What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to Wi-Fi Wednesday. That's right, another week, another team, another battle, and hopefully another win. Now, this week, we've got a pretty cool team for you. It is a sticky web team, and we've got Luxray on the squad. I am super pumped about trying it out. We talked about it in our competitive decks series a little while ago, and we basically said that, you know, it doesn't hit quite hard enough, so it needs a little bit of help, and it's not fast enough. So we're trying to solve both of those at the same time here. We've also got an Alakazam on there to help it break, and we've got rocks on a Crocodile, which is pretty cool. I figured you all would want to see a Crocodile on a team in singles, as we showed it off in Meme GC last week. So if you've missed any of that, that will be in the description for you to check out after you're done watching this video, all the way to the end, of course. As we see Mono Electric, this could be a problem because we have the rising voltage tech. However, we have a Crocodile and we have a Rotom, so that's gonna be pretty nice. We also have the Steel Roller on the Togedemaru, so that could also be kind of interesting. Obviously, Araquanid's gonna be pretty bad in this matchup because literally everything kind of beats it, so that's unfortunate. But I'm going to lead with it, and the reason I'm leading with it is because if my opponent also leads with the Galvantula, I'm basically trying to force myself being able to set up the webs, because also if they lead Pincurchin, then I also get webs up. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my webs up to match their webs, or I could just defog away both of them. It just depends. We'll just have to see what my opponent wants to go for. We do see the Galvantula lead. The other alternative could have been to go ahead and lead with the Rotom, and that's what I'll end up going out into after this. But I'm gonna click Sticky Web turn 1. That is what my opponent is also going to click, which is totally fine. And so yeah, that's totally fine by me. And we'll go ahead and click Liquidation here. Now we could save this to set up webs later, but obviously it's gonna be difficult to set up webs later. I'm gonna go ahead and click Liquidation on this just to go ahead and break the sash. My opponent wants to T-Wave. I mean, I'm already really slow, so that's actually fine. Okay, not fine. Again, Dapper Snapper luck coming through right now, as always. We see the discharge. Yeah, we can live one, but you know, it would have been nice to go ahead and knock this thing out. But it survived because we got paralyzed. Oh, it's not Sash. Rocky Helmet Galvantula, that's a new one. But we go ahead and take out the Weber, which is pretty good. We could actually save this for later. I don't know how worth it it's going to be. I mean, against Pincurchin, we could always do it, just because it is so slow. I mean, it's what, base 15 speed or something like that? I mean, it's ridiculously slow. So I'm actually going to switch this out. And, oh man, I'm going to go Crocodile here. This is always risky, but I mean, it's not too risky because I'm assuming you just click Rising Voltage here. Intimidate doesn't matter. Okay, we see T-Spikes. All right. So that just means that we are going to have to defog at some point, but that's fine. I'll go ahead and taunt here just to make sure it can't do it anymore. One layer is plenty. You don't need to do any more. Yep, no. And that also prevents regular spikes as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and Stealth Rock here. We could Earthquake just for damage, but I think we're okay to go ahead and click Rocks here. Again, we are Sash here, so that's good. As long as we get off a defog at some point and then get the webs back up, then actually we'll be okay. So my opponent goes out into Togedemaru, and you are 4 times weak to this. Now you do have Sturdy, but you're slower than me. So I mean, So do we preserve the sash? That's basically the question here. Do we get the defog off and preserve the sash? I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to go Rotom and preserve the sash, because it could be useful for Zeraora later. Oh, as we see Fell Stinger, that's interesting. It's definitely would not have O-code, so kind of confused by that play a little bit, but it's okay. But we're gonna go ahead and get the defog off. That's gonna get the webs off of my side, and more importantly, that's gonna get the toxic spikes off of my side. My opponent goes into Pincurchin, I guess predicting a defog, but I don't know, maybe not. And get all of this out of here. Pointed stones, sticky web, poison spikes, sticky web, and no more terrain. That's what's important, is getting rid of that terrain, because now you're in with your terrain setter and you have no terrain. So that puts you in a rough spot. So now I'm just gonna go back into Crocodile here. And this thing can't touch me. I really don't care. Could alternatively have gone into the Araquanid there, actually. And actually, that might have been a better switch, because then we could have gotten off the sticky web again. But I do need to go ahead and just taunt this. Don't want to deal with any of this. We do see a switch. My opponent, seeing that the taunt came out last time. And honestly, I kind of want to just Earthquake this. Because I think this is the biggest threat to the team. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and click Earthquake. We are Sash, so we can take the close combat. That's... And at -1, you are not taking an Earthquake. And Life Orb, so we know there's no Sash. This thing's going down. Perfect. So, obviously this wasn't the fastest thing that my opponent has, as long as the terrain is up. But it is one of the strongest, at least on the physical side. So, yeah, that's a big part of your team gone there. And Togedemaru comes back out, of course, flexing the Sturdy. And we can go right back out into Rotom here. Now the Fell Stinger comes into play. And so, not going to let that happen. I'm not going to let the Fell Stinger happen here. Yeah, there it is again. I do not want this Togedemaru having +3 attack. That is not something that I want. And honestly, I kind of want to just click Overheat here. This covers if this stays in. It covers if Pincurchin wants to come back in again, which is what happened last time. Yep, there's Pincurchin. Because once I get rid of Pincurchin and then defog, I'm fine. And honestly, I can stay in against this. Alright, no more terrain. At least no more ability to set terrain anyway. And so I don't think we have any I think we're neutral on hazards now. Which is fine. Yeah, there's the Alolan Raichu. Okay, so how do we deal with Alolan Raichu? Is the question. That is a very good question, I think. We just need to get rid of the terrain, I think, is the thing. So I'm going to go ahead and defog to try to get rid of this terrain. Surf. I don't know if we live that. We do. Very good. Alright, so this gets rid of the speed boost, which is exactly what we need. We got to slow this thing back down. Perfect. Okay. And that gets rid of the spike too, so that's pretty good. I don't think we need Rotom anymore. No, I don't think we do. So we can go ahead and let it go down. It did its job. It did work. And we're going to see another surf here, which is fine. Now, how fast is Raichu? It's already base 110, so it's already super fast. How much does Shadow Ball do from a Alakazam, though? It has a chance to Oko. Has a 12.5% chance to Oko. I really don't like those odds, if I'm being honest. I really don't like those odds. I'm gonna go Clefable. If I can get any kind of prior damage off, then it goes down. I'm gonna click Wish. And I'm assuming we see Togedemaru here. No, we just see a plot. Okay. Okay. We are unaware, so we do not care about the boosts. And getting this Wish off is exactly what we need, so whatever it wants to go for, I don't think there's any chance of it OHKOing us. So I'm just going to click Moonblast here, and this will put it in the range of Alakazam. Again, that's fine. You're slower than Alakazam, guaranteed. And yeah, we're totally... Actually... That's assuming this thing's modest, actually. If it's timid, it might outspeed us, because we're actually modest Alakazam. So it's going to go for T-Bolt, and then learn that we're unaware. The hard way. Sorry, bud. And then we're going to get a Moonblast off here. That's going to do very good damage. I did not expect it to do half, I'll be honest with you. That's very good damage. And so I'm clicking Moonblast again. Alright, alright. My opponent is going for the Dynamax. Again, can't stop him, but you also can't stop me from Dynamaxing on you in return. It's gonna happen. So, Max Lightning shouldn't Oko. Yep, it does not. And maybe Wish was a better play there, but then again, I try not to predict Dynamax. I try to believe in my opponents, you know what I'm saying? That they're not gonna do stuff like this. But it's okay. It's fine. It's part of the ladder. But, so now my opponent did get the terrain up again, which is what's a problem. Because that's what Dynamax does. I'm honestly not sure how I deal with this. Because, you know, Dynamax is a thing. I guess I'm gonna protect, I'm gonna go for the double. I don't get it. It's okay. And we're gonna see another Max Lightning. I guess my win condition here is, well, I can't outspeed it, and it's at plus like 1,000,000. So yeah, I think that's kind of gonna be the battle. Unless I can sack enough stuff to stall out the terrain. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have to try to stall the terrain out as best I can. How many turns do we have? 2. Actually, I think we can. So we're gonna let this go down because it's useless. And it's not even not expanding force, rising voltage, which makes 0 sense on an all electric team. And then, no, we need Zam. Luxray's our feature. We're gonna let Crook go down. Not our best play, but you know, it is what it is. I want my boy Luxray to be able to do something this match, so we're going to try to let it shine a little bit. We'll click EQ, but we all know we're gonna get knocked out here. And that should be no more terrain. And so in theory, yep, no more terrain. So we should be able to go into the Alakazam here and knock this out. And then once this is gone, I think we're going to be fine. Yep, just click Shadow Ball. And we are faster, so he was also modest. If he was timid there for some reason, we would have just straight lost. But my opponent and I were both modest, and we do have a 10-point speed lead on him, so that's very good. Alright, so all we have left is Pikachu and Togedemaru. And I think we can deal with both of those just fine. I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Focus Blast here and try to go ahead and break the sash, as we're going to miss. Sounds about right. Well. Alright, you know what we're going to do? We're going to Shadow Ball. We're going to let him get the Fell Stinger off. Because I just need to break the Sturdy. That did a lot more than break the Sturdy. Just gonna be real with you. We'll let him get the Fell Stinger off. He's been trying so hard all game to get that Fell Stinger. You do it, buddy. You get that Fell Stinger. So yeah, that's +3 attack, which is fine. Because we are just gonna go into Luxray here. And you know what? You decided it was a good idea to max. I think it is too. So, we're going to get to max our Luxray here. And this should be able to wrap the battle up for us. So, I don't think Pikachu can really do a whole lot to a Luxray. At least to my knowledge, I don't think it can. Unless it's got some weird tech that I don't know about. But we're going to go ahead and raise our attack by 1 stage here. Yep, max Knuckle. And that will definitely knock this out. And the biggest reason I Dynamax it there is, 1, because I can, because my opponent decided to. And the other reason is because I don't want to take the attack drop and defense drop, because I'm going to be slower than the Pikachu. So I don't want to end up losing on some kind of weird thing. Let's see. Max Strike is going to do more. And it's going to lower the speed. I'm going to go ahead and go for that, actually. My opponent goes for Protect. That's not going to save you. I mean, you literally die to anything, so... Yeah, no. That's not going to save you. Because now you're even slower, actually. So, yeah, you're done. Luxray's going to take it, especially with that Guts boost. Yeah, no, you're done. You're done. Go like a Max Strike again. In case you're Lightning Rod, I don't want to hit into that. Get out of here. And Luxray's going to clean it up for us. So, a decently close game. Probably shouldn't have been that close, but you know what? It's fine. It's all good. Luxray coming through at the very end. So, thank you guys so much for watching this Wi-Fi battle featuring our shiny Luxray. And yeah, so Friday, we're going to have an awesome Meme GC episode for you featuring something very unconventional. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. And Saturday, we're actually going to have another Wi-Fi battle. So make sure that you don't miss that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.